Have you ever said to yourself, I am not a morning person? Same. Always. My whole life, in fact. I grew up saying I'm not a morning person because I like to stay up late at night. Like, I'm talking late, late. Not as much anymore because I have kids and a family and I have to take care of other people. But when I was younger, I'd stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning, just creating and thinking and writing and reading and doing all the things because I'm a creative person. And I find my best time is at night. But I hated waking up in the morning. It is awful. It's just not my thing. The birds chirping, like, no, that wasn't for me. However, we have to sometimes do things that we don't want to do. And I do have to wake up, start my day, get my kids to school, go to work, and do all the things. So I had to find a solution to this problem. Okay, I don't like the morning, but how can I make it better anyways? So I had to set intentions, positive intentions for the morning. So I don't like waking up and rushing around and getting ready and scrambling and feeling gross and not having the clothes on that I want to have on and feeling uncomfortable. Like, I know for a fact that is something I don't like. And that's how my mornings always went because I never prepared the night before. I didn't wake up early enough to give myself time because I didn't want to wake up. Now I have to set my intentions to have a positive morning. So although I never thought I'd be somebody that likes to wake up at 6 a.m., I am that person now because I discovered I can stay up late sometimes, but not all the times. Or I can stay up late, but I still have to get up at 6 a.m. no matter what. So it depends on whether you want to compromise your sleep or not. I know a lot of people say don't do that. So I have started to learn to not compromise my sleep. So now my staying up late is until 10 p.m. because I need to make sure that I get in bed and I wake up for 6. And as much as that kind of killed me at first, the benefits of my morning routine have outweighed my wishes to stay up extra late. So you really have to give it that toss up, right? And they say the definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, right? So I had to say to myself, is it worth staying up till 1, 2 in the morning and then to have my day start out really shitty because I'm pissed off, I don't look good, I don't feel good, I'm rushed, the kids are rushed, and now I'm yelling at where's the balance, right? You had to figure it out. So I said, okay, I'm going to stay up till 10 o'clock so I can still have that creative time while my kids are in bed for a couple of hours and it's peaceful. And then I can still have a great morning. So by me waking up at 6 o'clock, it gives me time now to get myself situated and do the things that I want to do quietly and peacefully without having to have other people up and around me. And then the rush starts, the breakfast starts, and all the things, right? So now when I wake up, I have a morning routine that I follow. And that includes my hot chocolate. I am not a coffee drinker. I'm not a tea drinker. I've tried them. I've tried many different flavors. It's just not for me. I know that they are acquired tastes, so I'm not totally shutting down forever, but I love my hot chocolate, so that's what I go with. Even when it's 90 degrees outside, it's like 67 in my house, so I can still enjoy my hot chocolate and be okay with it. So I just feel like you have to find your thing. So now in the morning, I, wake up, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and I get ready and I do my thing, right? I know that my hot chocolate is coming. My journaling time is coming. My peaceful morning is coming. So those things are called reinforcers. And so by me waking up at 6 a.m., I know I'm going to have that peaceful morning. I'm going to have my hot chocolate. I'm going to journal. I'm going to do all the things that I really enjoy doing that I used to not make the time for, not have the time for. I didn't make the time for them, right? Because we all have the time. It just depends on how we divvy it up. So now I have the time to make the hot chocolate, to sit down and relax, to let the dog out and not be rushed. And so making those times and making my mornings more intentional set myself up for success in the mornings. So while it took some time to get where I am today, I highly encourage people to second guess how your day is going and what your routines are within your day that are setting you up for success. So you can have a routine for any part of the day, but typically people have a morning routine and a nighttime routine. And I have a sort of nighttime routine, but I definitely haven't been as good with that as I am with my morning right now. So that's why I'm working on perfecting my nighttime routine now. Now I'm working on perfecting my nighttime routine, right? I know that I'm going to go to bed. Am I already going to be in jammies or not in jammies? Do I want to brush my teeth now or do I want to brush them right after dinner? When do I want to do these things? So you have to determine for your nighttime routine, what do you want that to look like? How do you want your night to go? And I'm finding a couple of things already. Besides brushing your teeth, washing your face, maybe using the bathroom, things like that. Those are definitely good things to be a part of your nighttime routine. But I also know for me, I need to have that calm down session, right? I love to play like word games or strategic games on my phone. That definitely helps me relax my body. But I also know I don't want to be on my phone right before I fall asleep. So I'll allow myself to have time to kind of have downtime. I listen to my audiobook while I play my little game. And then I turn my TV on to YouTube music. So if you type in like calming sleep music, there's all kinds of wonderful, wonderful channels that you can put on some sleep time music, and it has like pretty pictures. They're usually like dark and calming, and it has like great music. Because for me, I like to have a light on in the room. I like to have music. I need noise to sleep. I've always been that way. If it's too quiet, I can't. I hear every little noise that's going on. So to have calming music is great. And my husband's even gotten on board now, and he is enjoying it just as much as I am. So I really like this, and it helps calm my body. So I can listen to that while I fall asleep. So I'm still having that calming time, and I'm still being able to do all the things that I want to do. I just have to adjust my time frames in order to have that peaceful night. So when you think about these two things paired together, if I'm having a calming night and I'm preparing and getting ready to rest my body and relax, and then I'm waking up and having a calming, relaxing morning, I'm really setting my day up for success. Now you have to think about your schedule throughout the day and any routines within that schedule. And you really are going to start setting your day up to be doing the things that you want to do. So if you're setting yourself up with every morning a to-do list, which is what I like to do, now you need to take that to-do list and say, okay, when am I going to do this throughout my day? You have a schedule, right? But are there any routines within that schedule that's going to help you accomplish those to-do lists? Like maybe every day at 1 p.m. is when you schedule time to make all the calls that you need to make, right? Maybe you need to call the vet or the doctor, or you need to set up an appointment at your child's school. Is 1 p.m. your time to do that? Can you set the same time every single day? Because the more structure you give yourself, the better off you are of establishing that habit and getting that to-do list completed. So think about those things within your day. And if you're someone that's interested in hearing how to create the routines and what that step process look like, definitely comment down below, and I can make a separate video that gets in more depth about how you can do that and how I have developed the process in order to be able to get to the place that I am today. If you're not already in my Facebook group, you should definitely join us. It's called Progress Over Perfection, because I don't need to be perfect. No one needs to be perfect. We just need to make progress in order to make ourselves have a productive day and live a peaceful life. I do have a weekly email that goes out every Tuesday that will give you ideas on how to be productive and successful in your day-to-day life, because that's all about what I'm about here, is managing your life to be more productive and peaceful. And if you're like me and struggle with anxiety and maybe even depression, then you're going to need yourself to set up these systems in order to have that peaceful life. I can tell you from experience that setting up systems in your life to have a schedule and to have routines will set you up for success, and you'll get that peaceful, productive lifestyle that you may be looking for. So tell me, what are you going to be working towards next?